Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the 3D Modeler. In this video, we will make this bike, quad bike. Yes, so let's get started. First of all, I'm gonna copy this body from the very first quad bike we made, and then copy only the body part. Move it into this file where we will make the new one. Okay, delete the unnecessary part and then mirror it to half. Okay, like this, and then split it half and mirror it on the x-axis, and then scale it and tweak some vertices and adjust some parts like this. These are three separate parts. Delete them, fill it, and make the handle correct like this. Okay, now make it as you like, and then we have to tweak this base mesh and then add in the reference images, the one we will make and the idea we will get from them. Okay, then start aligning the vertices. We're now gonna help make it with the reference images. With the help of reference images, we will create with our own mind, with our own idea. So it's a good practice to make such things, and a good way to model anything. If we don't have reference image, then we can make it our own. Make it on our own. Okay, then start aligning the vertices. Then we have to bridge this part right here to make the stepping part. Move it a little down and then move them a little inside like this, and remember to select all and merge by this one. It keeps the mesh plane and topology correct, and we don't need to set it later on and so on. Okay, and then here set the 0 and set it where it looks good. Okay, now we will move on to the front part. Front part means slide this vertex, extrude it, and merge it in between like that. And now add 2 duplex millimeters, then fill it and merge them by distance. Snapping is a good way to merge the vertices, and turn on auto merge on, and then snap it to the vertices where we want, and then it will automatically merge by distance. After aligning every vertex, we have to make it a little different, like tweaking the shape, a little bouncy from the bottom, and a little width from the top. And remember to look from every angle, like front, back, and side, and then move them a little where you want. Okay, like this. I want it a little thin from the top, the tank side. where the tank is, where its tank is. Yes, like this part, and then select the part you want, and then move it also on the axis. Move the stick a little down, and then we have the rope part here if we want. If you want, otherwise it does not work for you, then otherwise don't. Then merge some vertices by snapping them like this and bevel them. We can bevel it by Control Z and undo some actions, and then we can bevel it like selecting them, bevel it like that, and then we can make it smooth and snap it now just like this. Snap it one here, snap it one here. It will automatically merge. Okay, now body is looking good. Now we need to make the tires. But first we have to merge some from the front side as well, and then slide them like this. It will clean up the unwanted mesh, and it will keep the topology nice and clean. Extrude and scale some vertices and faces you want the design, and then move them a little outward, just like that. Move it just a little out like that. Move it out and make it small like this. Now it is looking perfect. Now we need to extrude this and move it down like that. First of all, I will complete the whole body work, and then we will move on to the tire part. Move it just like correctly where it looks good, then extrude it. Now we're done. Now move the handle part and move it just a little back and rotate it also like this. Okay, looking good. And now tweak it where it looks like a problem, and then shade auto mode it. Okay, now only thing it needs is the tires and the light part. Okay, first of all I'm gonna start with the light. Okay, add a circle with 16 segments and then scale it, place it correctly to the side of the snap it to the face where it looks good. And now we have to set the rod, but first model the tire, and then we will snap the rod to the tire like this. Extrude it out and delete the half, mirror it double. Double mirror means mirror it to the half and then mirror it to the other side. Okay, now move it correctly, place them correctly, bevel the edge vertex, add loop, and then insert them and move it inward like that, and then extrude it inward like this. Apply one mirror, the half one, and then we will extrude the part where we want the tire design. Okay, now we have to extrude out the bolt, bevel the vertices, and then let them extrude it outward as x0, bevel it just a little, or insert and move it just a little outward. And now tire is done. Only thing it needs is the thread. Now snap the rod correctly in the place, and now we have to make the tire thread. Select the loop from the tire, duplicate and separate it. Okay, now select this part and then add a loop cut and see if it rotates around the tire correctly. Then add two loop cuts in the middle, and then select the places we want the thread will extrude. Insert it just a little, and then make the thread correctly like this one here. Then bevel this part right here, and then select one here, and then select by checker deselect, and then delete the other one. Alt F, and now we're done. Okay, in edit mode, set the 3D cursor in the middle, and if it looks, and set it to the middle of the tire thread, and then set the mount to the segments of the tire as the segments of the tire. Then we are done. Merge them by distance so we don't get the overlapping mesh. And now scale the back side, duplicate the back side, and scale them just a little bigger from the first one. Now select the back rod and place it in the position as well. Okay, everything is looking good, and now we have to make the support for our child rod. Then move the vertices around and place it correctly. Make the support the basic shape, and then hide the vertices where you don't hide the parts to work in the place overlapping. Okay, like I hidden the tires, and now I'm making the tire support like this. Okay, and now take some vertices where it makes a hole, and now duplicate this part. Okay, move it correctly like this, duplicating, and move it front. Move the front face a little to the front, rotate it like this, and then move it just a little up. Okay, scale them and place it, shape it correctly. And extrude it, give it some thickness, and then move it just a little closer to the base body. Or otherwise, use the base neck closer to the front part. Now we have to, the only thing we need to do is to make the light and texture this part. And now split these spaces and then fill it, insert it, and now our tiles are done. Okay, modeling work is complete. We have to move on to the texture part. Okay, one thing is left is the lenses and texturing it. Now we have to select our UV from side view, project from view, and then we select the image texture we want, and then insert it. Okay, apply the texture to the base body, and then do the same thing to the tires as well, and then yes, just like I said, use the base knife as project from view, UV project from view, and then we can move on to the tire parts and then so on. Okay guys, this is a quick tutorial for making the quad bike. So like, share and subscribe my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Allah Hafiz.